For our ancient ancestors, a multi-day rainstorm wasn't a cozy excuse to relax. It was a brutal, existential crisis. Trapped in cramped shelters, they faced the constant lethal threats of hypothermia, flash floods, and competing predators. A wet human loses body heat up to 25 times faster than a dry one, and in the pre-industrial world, a long, cold rain could kill you within hours. Caves, often located at the base of hillsides or near riverbeds, became potential death traps as water levels rose, and hungry predators were often driven into those same dry spaces for shelter, leading to terrifying face-offs in the dark. Yet, these periods of forced isolation were not merely dead time. They were the crucible in which human innovation and culture were forged. When the rain hit, the group's absolute non-negotiable priority was the fire. Maintaining it was a life-or-death struggle, as humans before 40,000 years ago may not have reliably known how to create fire from scratch. They had to be masters of their environment, shielding the flames with hides, finding dead, dry lower branches protected by the canopy, and splitting wet logs to reach the dry heartwood inside. That fire was more than just heat. It was the heartbeat of the group, providing safety, cooked food, and a sanctuary where social bonds were reinforced. With the outside world rendered impassable, this downtime became a period of intense, focused production. Lacking the ability to hunt, ancient humans turned their focus to manufacturing things that would ensure their future success. They sat in the dim light of the fire, refining complex stone tools, grinding ochre to create pigments, and fashioning delicate bone needles with precision. This confinement drove fundamental technological leaps. They carved dedicated tools for twisting plant fibers into cordage, inventing rope, a technology that changed everything. It allowed them to bind tools, construct better shelters, and create sophisticated snares. They didn't just survive, they made their shelters comfortable, arranging complex bedding made of grasses and insect-repellent leaves, demonstrating a desire to turn a wild cave into a home. Most significantly, the rain forced human beings together. In the soft, flickering light of the fire, the focus shifted from the practical to the profound. These fireside hours were when critical survival intelligence, where to find water, which plants were safe to eat, and the intricate details of animal migration was passed from the elders to the young through stories, songs, and ceremonies. It was in these dark, trapped moments that humanity developed the complex language and oral traditions that survived for thousands of years. Furthermore, it was during this period of stillness that our ancestors ventured into the deepest, darkest, and most dangerous recesses of the caves to create figurative art. The paintings of lions, horses, and rhinos, drawn with an incredible understanding of anatomy and movement, were the work of people who had spent thousands of hours observing the world and recreating it from memory. Rain did not stop human progress. It reframed it. It forced a shift from the physical demands of the hunt to the intellectual demands of planning, creating, and storytelling. Boredom was a luxury they could not afford. Instead, they traded it for a creative explosion. When the storm finally cleared, they emerged into a world with fresh, soft ground, perfect for tracking prey, armed with better tools, deeper knowledge, and a stronger social fabric. All of human culture, our tools, our art, and our stories was built in the hours when we were forced to stop moving, sit by the fire, and think. Ultimately, this transition from the chaos of the storm to the clarity of the cave represents the dawn of human ingenuity. By turning their limitations into opportunities for reflection and invention, these early groups ensured the survival of the species. They transformed the simple act of waiting into a ritual of advancement, proving that the human mind is most potent when it has no choice but to engage with itself. These rainy days became the foundation of our history, embedding the habits of creativity and collaboration into our collective DNA, ensuring that no matter how harsh the conditions, we possess the tools to overcome them.